I just want to talk for a second and then I have to get back to work because I have been procrastinating for way too long and I need to get some things accomplished. Let's just jump right in with a small little life update. For any of you people that have followed me for any amount of time, hopefully you are watching this. So this year, 2024, has been full of so many unexpected things, and I don't even know that I'm going to remember them all because it's just been like one thing after the next. I have been saying over and over again that this year has felt like a black hole. It just feels like everything is just being sucked into it. My time, my attention, my money, all the things. I started blogging and this YouTube channel as an effort to try to bring in income to my household that is on a single teacher's income, and we are a family of 7. And I started this all a little over 2 years ago. It's 2 years in January. And if you look at the monetary investment and time investment and then what I'm getting out of it currently, like the expenses versus the income at this point, it would be a complete failure as a business because I don't really make much money. But that being said, last year my site was hit really hard with one of the Google updates and it completely ravished my traffic. In the blogging world, you have a few ways of monetizing your blog. One of the main ways that most people go for kind of as the first step into monetization is normally ad income or ad revenue. So the premium ad companies, there are a couple, have certain requirements for the traffic on your site. I was very, very close to getting into a premium ad company, which would have given us enough additional income monthly that it would have really changed our lives. However, with that update, Google completely ravished my site. I lost 60% of my traffic and I literally spiraled into a depression from that. That was like 18 months of my life and my children's lives down the drain, basically, because nobody so far has recovered from that update. There have been tens of thousands of people affected by these last 2 major Google updates, and people have gone from it being their complete livelihood to having to lay off all their employees because their traffic is completely gone. So that being said, obviously it was quite a struggle to continue to create content. Even if I love it, like I absolutely love doing all the things that I've done, and I'm obviously renovating my own house and taking you along with me on the journey. And I've loved that entire experience. And I've loved learning all the skills that I've had to learn. Sorry, my phone is making so much noise. I have loved learning all of the skills that I've had to learn to grow in this business. The video editing and photography and the photo editing and all of the tech that comes along with blogging, which most people don't consider. It is very tech heavy, and so it is constantly changing. So I've loved all of it, but suffice it to say that when you put your heart and soul into a business and then an outside source like Google comes in and just like destroys it for no good reason, it's really difficult to just keep going. And I felt like I needed to take a step back from it. So I have not been active like at all on my blog since September of 2023. I have been updating posts and kind of keeping it afloat. Coming into 2024, I really wanted to start fresh, but it's still really hard it's almost like when you're in baseball and you suffer a really bad defeat and then you have what is called like the yips. It is literally a mental struggle to get over it and to get your mojo back, like your ego, your faith in yourself and your abilities. So I've been dealing with a lot of that. It's back and forth with like just not having the motivation to do anything and then really struggling to stay on top of everything. The last 2 years, I have sidelined a lot of things to try to make a go of this income because we honestly really need it. So I've put aside standards. Like I had to drop my standards quite a bit with homeschooling. I'm not the homeschooling teacher that I was 2 years ago. My house is a complete disaster because I just can't keep on top of the kids and the schooling and the home stuff. But then also there's this whole other element to creating and being a creative person and being artistic and just like accumulating. And that's the terrible thing. In order to have a hobby or learn any new skills, you have to have supplies. And with those supplies, it just keeps accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. And when you have 5 kids that are also creative and also you have younger ones that like to just get into things, it's like a massive trash heap. That's what my house feels like at the moment. I don't even recognize my house right now. It's just bad. It's bad, guys. It's like taking 50 million steps backwards because I had done all of the work for years to downsize and to minimize things so that we could live life comfortably in this house. And I, over the last 2 years of creating all of this content, have found myself in this, like, being buried alive is what it feels like, with just everything, the stress and the pressure and the outside voices constantly telling you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And everyone has differing opinions on everything. And so you never know who to listen to, who to trust. And you take advice from the wrong person and it sends you down this horrible path that is really hard to recover from mentally because you're so used to doing something a certain way and then find out that it's completely wrong. And it's just been a lot of mental work this year coming into 2024. I have been really thinking things through. Gosh, my goodness, my phone is blowing up. I don't know why. I'm not that popular. Although my social life has been kind of growing, which is good and also annoying. Because I don't have the time for it. I have so much to do. So anyway, what does that mean? All of these things. I've had so many more things happen in 2024 too, just not even on top of dealing with like the mental anguish of trying to decide what to do with my business, like how to move forward, how to pivot. Is it even wise? Like, is this even where God wants me? And that's been really difficult to ask myself, like, should I quit? Like, is this a sign that I have put I've been investing in the wrong thing for the last 2 years? Because as a mother, you are acutely aware of what you do and like what it costs your children. And the quality of life that my last several children have had versus the quality of life that my 2-year-old. At the time that I started, I had a 2-year-old. And so she's going to be 5 this year. And the things that she has not gotten that the others got because I just threw myself into motherhood. The things that she's missed out on are incremental to her well-being. I mean, kids learn so much more the first few years of their life than they will the rest of it. And I have not been the mother that I wanted to be. So that's been a tough pill to swallow also. And I had to step back, and I've had to step back for lots of reasons, not just mental, and also I don't want to just start filming random stuff, although I could because my life is completely random. But I want to bring value and goodness to your lives and not just turn on a camera just because I have to make a video because I have to be consistent. I don't want to feel like that about this. So yeah, I also got rear-ended in January. We went through a period of a single car because we thought my husband's alternator was gone and we just did not have the money to replace it. So his car sat in the driveway and he used my vehicle, which is the family vehicle, for a month. And that was the first day that we had both vehicles back. And so I had finally been able to go out. And so I went out to my favorite flea market, and on my way home, I got rear-ended. And it was bad enough that it caused some physical issues with me. So I ended up with a mild concussion and neck and lower back issues. And so I have been doing basically physical therapy and chiropractic for the last month and a half just to get back to square one. That's the crazy part. It's not even getting better. It's just so I could function in my everyday life. Because after the accident, about 2 weeks after the accident, it became nauseating headaches that just wouldn't go away. My whole head hurt. And I could not get comfortable. I couldn't get comfortable sitting. I couldn't get comfortable standing. I couldn't get comfortable laying down. I couldn't even pick up my 4-year-old. That's how bad it was. And I could barely even sit down to work. So let alone editing videos for hours at a time. I just could not do it. And I definitely couldn't do any household projects. So like my quality of life went to like terrible. It was just terrible. So I am so thankful that I was able to take the time to go to like I had no choice really. And we got the car fixed, but then we dealt with so many problems with the insurance company. My insurance company. Like I didn't even deal with the other insurance company. It was just my insurance company that gave me so many problems that I actually had to get a lawyer. So it's wonderful. You pay for car insurance and then you have to actually hire a lawyer to speak to your insurance company for you. So it's been a train wreck, it feels like. And I'm ready to get back on the horse and start accomplishing some things now. Not just because this is a business and not just because I would sincerely like to continue to grow and earn an income so that I can help my family out and we can live a better, more fulfilling life, but also because I feel like starting a YouTube channel has held me accountable for finishing stuff. And I sincerely need help with that because I'm always saying, I need a mother. Somebody mother me. I need someone to smack me upside the head and tell me to get up and do stuff. So this is me saying, I'm smacking myself in the face, telling myself to get up and do stuff. And I had a whole video planned for Easter, and guys, Easter was swallowed up again in the black hole. So I did this one really cute project, and I'll probably put out that video just because it was really simple, but you could make it for literally any occasion. So that being said, I am going to put this out into the world, and I hope that it resonates with you guys. I know we all have our own struggles, and it's hard to carry on sometimes. It's hard to find motivation when you just feel so defeated and you feel guilty and you don't know if you've been making the right decisions. Like you've just been doing the best that you can and asking God to keep you accountable, like to show you, give me a sign if this is the right place, like if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, please make it obvious to me because I don't want to be wasting my time building castles in the sand. You know what I mean? Like I can make a difference in my children's lives by being just a really good mother while they're here, you know? And my oldest is 16, so he's only got 2 years left before he's in adulthood. Not like I'm gonna just kick him out of the house, but it really makes you understand how short of a time you get to be that world for them, basically. And so I have to get the house in order because they can't live like this. None of us can. This is just awful. No one should have to live in a renovation for 10 years. They just shouldn't. Should not. So those have been my struggles. This is why I haven't been showing up like I should have or wanted to. In all honesty, I wanted to show up. I just did not have it in me. So I hope that you're excited to get this small little explanation and hopefully excited for content coming up this year. I still have so much to do. My brother has helped me map out the entire kitchen, and that's what I'm going to be working on, is cleaning out this entire area because we are going to start ripping things out, and I'm really excited to show you the layout that we have kind of come to an agreement on. And it's way farther than I had thought of going. So I'm really excited because I didn't think it would be possible to do what we're planning on doing. I don't think I could do it by myself. Maybe I could. I don't know. I'm always like wavering with the confidence thing, but you'd be surprised what you can do yourself when you actually try. So that's my little spiel. I miss you guys. So, all right. I will talk to you later. I've got to go and get to work now. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try.